Hello everyone and welcome back to my desk. I was going to pull actually one card for us today. I was planning to do one card reading, but four came out, so here we are. It's the 20th of June 2022. We're coming up to the solstice now, the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere. Obviously winter solstice in the south, but very, very powerful energies at the moment. There's a lot going on. If you keep an eye on the Schumann resonance, you will have seen that that's been spiking all over the place, and a lot of us have been feeling it. I've been quite unwell for the past week or so, which is why there was no weekly forecast last week, so my apologies. There will be this week. I'll be getting on with that soon. You can still hear I've got my sick voice. So I just wanted to talk about the message that came out today, because it's very powerful, and I know there's a lot of worry in the system right now. A lot of people are very concerned about the way the world is going and what they can do about it, and I just wanted to tune into that energy because there's a lot of very peaceful wisdom coming through at the moment, which is wonderful. And this was the first card that actually hopped out all by himself, the wolf spirit, the little lone wolf here. So this is really a message for my spiritual lone wolves out there. You may feel very, very alone at the moment, and I completely understand that, but you're not. It's very much time for us right now to be leaning into our wisdom, leaning into our spirituality. You know, we know these things, and when it comes to the crunch, it's not the time to quit, to go, oh well, I must have been wrong about all of those things, I'll just let my ego run the show and run around and panic like everybody else. No, this is absolutely the time to be leaning into your spirituality. So we've got our 67 there. It's like the mysticism leading the heart now. We really have to let our wisdom, our spiritual wisdom, or your religion, whatever it is that is meaningful for you, to lead your heart at this point. Otherwise you'll very much be led astray, led into anger, led into blame, wanting to hurt people, wanting to harm others, and that's really not the answer. And there's a lot of temptation for that right now in the world. You know, people are being encouraged to go to other countries where they don't belong, and to not integrate and make trouble. And, you know, there's a lot of that going on, and there's a lot of resentment that comes up from that. But we've got to remember that everyone is ascending, including the people who appear to be the ones making trouble. And I have to keep reminding myself, no, they will awaken too. Everyone will awaken. You know, we are all here for a reason right now. We are all here to experience this great awakening that's happening, and we must use our wisdom. We must lean into that. We must not become violent. We must not become resentful or too angry. I mean, anger can be justified, of course. You know, we have to feel all our feelings, but we mustn't turn it into resentment. And that's where I wanted to go today. So I'll just show you the other cards that came out with the wolf. We have the dove spirit. Very, very beautiful message. Very much about reuniting with heaven and with your spirituality, but remembering peace. Because if you want peace, you have to be peace. If you want to experience peace, you must bring it to the world yourself. You can't just show up and say, right, world, I want peace, where is it? No, bring it. Don't expect it to be provided for you. Heaven's sake, you know. And number 22, dragonfly spirit, which is about the truth, ultimate truth, transcending the illusion of this reality. We've got to remember who we really are, what is really happening here and what isn't, because so many people have been caught up in this ridiculous illusion. And I know it's a very, very realistic illusion in this 3D video game that we're playing right now, but we've got to remember that it's not the truth. Don't get caught up in it. Don't get caught up in all of the lies that we're told about how the world works, which are simply not true. Lean into your wisdom, lean into your spirituality right now, and it will keep reminding you, no, that's not how it is. It's actually like this. Lean in, go in, go in. And the final card was the electric eel spirit, which is quite fun. And it's about bringing ideas to life right now on that 24/6 master builder number. And it's about building the new world right now. And I keep saying this, and I'm going to keep saying it until we do it. We must begin building our new world right now. We are not here to be cattle or chattel for somebody else to push around and decide what happens to us. And if you believe that's the case, well, that's your privilege, you're mistaken. But if you choose to go along with somebody else's agenda, then I guess it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, but that's on you. It's not on anybody else right now. This is very much a time of self-sovereignty. Look at the beautiful crown here on the dragonfly, reminding us that we are the emperor of our own domain. We are the king or the queen of our own life. We are sovereign beings. We don't need a sovereign. I've said this before. We don't need rulers, okay? We can rule ourselves. We just have to be awake, aware, and grown up enough to take that personal responsibility for ourselves. And I just want to stress as well that even if it feels like there's nothing practical that you can do right now, and you look at things happening in the world and you think, well, I want to help, but I don't know how to do that without resorting to violence or resorting to unrest or resorting to harming other people and telling them that they're wrong. Well, you don't have to do those things. Turn inwards, find the peace within you, be the peace, bring that peace to the world, bring that calm to the world, because when you genuinely have that calm within, and I'm not talking about the people who sit up on their high horse and dictate to other people, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should let this happen and that happen, and even though it's detrimental to you and that's tough. That's not peace, that's ego, okay? We must delve deep within ourselves to find the resources of peace that are there, because when we can truly find that peace within ourselves that comes through meditation or prayer, contemplation, spending time outside in nature, really connecting with the world, connecting with plants, with animals, with trees, that's where we find that true peace. And if we can keep ourselves in that state, that's what's going to help other people to find their peace and to do the same thing. We must not become violent, and I keep saying that. So important, and so tempting as well. We're very much in a point now where I've been pulling the Tower. Lots of people I know have been pulling the Tower over and over again, the Tarot card from the Tarot, which is about sudden and unexpected change. I also pulled a similar card from a different deck this morning, which was there's going to be some very, very big change, but we're not going to tell you what it is. So we don't know exactly what's coming, and I think that's why some people are really beginning to panic right now, because they can see something is building. We can feel that something's building. We can see that something is building, and it's terrifying because we don't know what it is. But I just want to say it will be all right as long as we build it on peace, as long as we go within and we work on ourselves, on finding our own peace and our wisdom. We will actually be absolutely okay, and we will create the new world that we want to see. We'll bring our ideas to life and turn our knowledge into wisdom, rather than relying on somebody else's agenda, which is only going to be harmful. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's today's message. Please do leave me a comment if there's something that you would like to add. If there's certain cards or messages that you've been seeing that have been coming up, because it's really, really interesting to me the number of people who keep pulling the Tower or a similar message to the Tower, which is everything's about to fall down and we don't know what's going to happen. We're not going to be in control of it, and there will be a new dawn. The new dawn is coming, and it's coming very, very fast, but there's nothing to fear. So stay in your peace. Stay in your peace.